Hackney Wick is in East London, located between Queen Elizabeth Park on the east and Victoria Park on the west. It used to be one of the most deprived areas in London. This video introduces a short history of Hackney Wick. Since the first building regulation body, the Metropolitan Building Office was established in the UK in 1845. Noxious trade was pushed to the east of London. The noxious trades, which cause a great deal of pollution, could no longer be located within 50 feet of dwellings. Therefore, they needed to be relocated, and a lot of them moved to cheaper areas of East London, including Hackney Wick. In the late 19th century, Hackney Wick had all sorts of factories and generated significant employment. Chemical, dye, rubber, glass, toy, and plastic factories made the area a prosperous industrial zone. However, at the same time, environmental deterioration had been accelerated. The development also made the area overcrowded with working-class people. In the 1930s, due to disease spreading in the highly populated area, a public bath opened to provide both bathing and laundry services to the residents. During World War II, all the factories were targeted for bombing, and the entire area was demolished, so that town needed to be reconstructed from scratch. After that, some manufacturers came, but left by the late 20th century. The area then became one of the poorest areas in London with high unemployment rate, until a Regeneration program was launched after the Olympics by the London Legacy Development Corporation in 2012. There are now many new apartment blocks and nearly 250 artist studios. Even the outside of the station looks like a big art atrium. London's one of the largest studio providers, Space, also had a partnership with London Borough of Hackney and converted the old bathhouse into a creative workspace. In the backyard of the 1930 public baths, sauna baths are now open, and you can enjoy nice bathing and a friendly atmosphere in this community. If you are an artist, this must be the place to establish yourself. The area has now been transformed into a modern and unique place, so it has started gaining more popularity. To indicate that, properties in Hackney Wick has now an overall average price of more than £500,000. But investors perhaps have to be aware if any rent controls are in place in this area by the council before purchasing any property.